It was supposed to be the biggest day of his life. Graham Whittaker sat at the head of the long mahogany table, a gleaming silver pen in hand, poised above the final page of a contract worth $200 million. The room buzzed with tension. Lawyers, executives, and PR managers watched him from the sidelines, holding their breath. Just one signature, and Whittaker Industries would merge with a global conglomerate, securing Graham's legacy as one of the most powerful men in American business history. But just before the pen touched paper, the doors to the boardroom burst open. And everything stopped. Standing in the doorway was a girl, no older than 10. Her clothes were dusty and 2 sizes too big, her hair tangled in uneven braids. She looked out of place in the polished skyscraper. But her voice was clear, unwavering. "Mr. Whittaker. I think you're my dad." The silence was thunderous. One of the secretaries rushed to intercept the girl, whispering furiously, but Graham raised a hand. He looked at her, really looked at her. Her wide brown eyes mirrored his own. A wave of something long buried surged through him, something he hadn't felt in decades. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice caught between skepticism and something softer. "My name is Lily," she said. "My mom's name was Jessica." And just like that, the room disappeared. Jessica. She had been Graham's first love. Back when he was just a broke intern hustling through law school. They'd lost touch after he got a job across the country. He never knew she was pregnant. He remembered her laugh. The way she used to leave notes in his coat pocket. The letter he never responded to, the one he never opened. He stood, almost instinctively, and walked toward Lily. The pen fell to the floor. "Where's your mom?" he asked, his voice barely audible. "She died last year," Lily said. "She told me about you just before she went to the hospital. I found your name on her old letters. I didn't know where else to go." The room was still. Cold. Watching. I'm sorry to interrupt," Lily said, backing away. "I just thought maybe you'd want to know." Graham's mind spun. Behind him, one of the board members cleared their throat. Another checked their watch. He turned back toward the contract. The life he had built. The success he had clawed from nothing. The wealth. The power. And yet, none of it had ever filled the space Jessica left behind. None of it felt as real as this small, trembling hand now gripping the hem of his coat. He looked at the contract. Then back at the girl. He picked up the pen, and placed it back on the table. "Let's reschedule," he said quietly to the room. "But, Mr. Whittaker, this deal," one of the lawyers protested. Graham didn't even turn around. "I just met my daughter. I think that matters more than another $1 billion. They sat in the cafe across the street an hour later. Lily sipped hot chocolate, her feet swinging off the booth. Graham listened as she told him about her school, her friends, and how her mom used to sing her to sleep when she was sick. Each word etched deeper into the guilt and wonder growing inside him. "I'm sorry I wasn't there," he said. "I didn't know." Lily shrugged. "It's okay. You're here now." That night, he took her home. Not to his penthouse, but to a place she could call hers. He canceled the merger for good. Instead, Graham set up a foundation in Jessica's name, offering shelter and education to single mothers and children who had no one else. Lily became his world. She didn't just interrupt his life. She saved it. Months later, a viral news clip showed Graham Whittaker walking hand in hand with Lily through a community center under construction. Reporters asked why he had abandoned the biggest deal of his career. He smiled, looked down at his daughter, and said, "Because the best investments aren't made in boardrooms. They're made in people. Some people spend their whole lives chasing fortune, only to realize too late that love was the real treasure."